progress we've made in areas that are very critical in Kaduna. Of course, I also discussed with him on the progress we've made since our MOU with Huawei in China. I briefed him about the progress we've made. Committee has been set up and progress has been made as we are speaking. We have been able to achieve the first phase of the MOU. Of course, we also talked about development in the area of education, healthcare and infrastructure, which Mr. President happens to be extremely happy with the progress in Kaduna. So we also discussed our effort toward addressing the problem of out-of-school children in Kaduna. I informed him that in the last 6 months, we have reduced the number of out-of-school children to the tune of about 300,000 because we built about 62 secondary schools in Kaduna, 2,340 classrooms in primary schools. We have employed teachers. We have also been able to reconstruct, remodel, and equipped about 12 secondary healthcare centers in Kaduna State. Not to talk about the 62 roads we are constructing, totaling about 700 kilometers across Kaduna State. Some of them have been completed and commissioned. Some are still in progress. We've already also bought about 100 CNG buses in Kaduna State, which we are also calling on Mr. President to come to Kaduna to commission for us. All this is in line with the renewed agenda of Mr. President. You know, we have had a very robust collaboration with security agencies in Kaduna State. We also increase the level of synergy between the security agencies, Kaduna State government, and other relevant stakeholders that have been helping the state in terms of intelligence gathering and sharing. So for me, we made it clear that security issues is the responsibility of every citizen of Kaduna State, not only the security agencies, and that has really helped us to address the problem. I was in Benengwari last month, and of course I was informed by the Emir of Benengwari that in the last few months we have not had a single incident of insurgency or banditry. We embarked on a very serious adjustment. Like you're aware, we made it clear that we need to reduce the cost of governance in Kaduna State. To date, we have not bought a single vehicle for any government official in Kaduna State. That has really helped us. We've reduced the allowances of all our commissioners, advisors. Even my humble self here, I've been receiving half of my salary since I became governor of Kaduna State. I've not had a single vehicle as a new vehicle as a governor. So we tremendously reduce the cost of governance, and that's the way.
I just thought I should remind you that he's lying, okay? And in some cases, some part of what he said is exaggerating. Like 100 CNG buses, they are waiting for Tinubu to come and commission it before they will start using it. All right, they have built a 62 new classrooms. That's a lie too. Okay, it's either an outright lie or an exaggeration. I just thought make I tell you, because among his achievements, it's also the demolition of is one. You see, there's this guy called what's his name again? Yaya Gilima. All right, he's an activist from Kaduna State. If you're from Kaduna, you probably have heard of him, Abi. Yeah, he's considered to be partially loyal to Kaduna Littlefinger, El Rufaya of Kaduna. Okay, and as part of his achievements, Ubasani, it took his demolition squad to his house and demolished his house for no just reason. Some said for no just reason. But if you obviously know the reason, I'll show you the house. See, when I was younger, not too young though, but like I was like around. I mean, I was a teenager, right, in Odogbolu. So there was this local government chairman. Then his name is Ayokunle Bolujoko. So Bolujoko as our local government chairman, we were having a chat, or he was having a chat with some of us. And then he told us the power of government, right? How politicians, when they have power, what they can do, and they will get away with it. The politicians are ready to use 100 million naira government money to destroy 100,000 naira property. If they have to prove a point to somebody that they consider as a political enemy or a political threat. They said, for example, as a local government chairman, if he's not comfortable with someone, let's say even that person is a chief, a king, or maybe a millionaire or a billionaire in the area, right? A local government chairman can just come and say, this, your house here, because of you, a local government chairman can say, they want to build a new road here. And therefore, they need to demolish all the houses here. And they will bring a gazette that will be backdated. And they will say, in 1979, this place, now road is supposed to be. Now some people changed the plan. Now we need to go back to master plan. And they'll bring the akatakata and demolish everybody's house. Because of you, they can demolish like 50 other houses and pay compensation to others, but not you. I was like, how is that possible? So it's government. I would just say that that's why he said. I would just say this place, so na road supposed to be there. You know, supposed to be house. Maybe you go and say, where's the map? Where's the plan? Where's the government plan? This land is not. See, they will bring it out. That is what Nigerian politicians are very good at. If they want to deal with you, right, they can demolish your property. You can go to court. You can win in court. The court can tell them to compensate you. But that person would have done what he wanted to do first. That's how wicked they are. And it is the same all over Nigeria. It is the same. They don't really keep anything. They destroy. That's what they do. So when I saw that, earlier today, I was like, it's not necessary, so to say, but it happened in Kaduna. Many, many like that. El Rufai did his own too. Let's take a short one. I want to say a big thank you to all of you, by the way, from yesterday. So we can say it is already 24 hours when I introduced the alternative, or should we call it our sphere platform called the Mayegun's Diary Premium. So between that yesterday and now, we've had over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to every one of you who took your time there. I've decided to join it to this broadcast so that it can also have its own, just a little bit of a content there running. So we have nearly 1,100 within just 24 hours, all organic. Thank you so much. So if you do search for Mayegun's Diary Premium, and I implore us to, I do implore us to please go on there and still subscribe, okay? So on this Mayegun's diary political, the whole issue is currently being looked into and resolved. And hopefully the whole Wala will be put behind us soon. But we are also not looking back in creating an alternative in case if any of such a surprises happened again. So we would not be missing anything. So remember, if you haven't really followed me or subscribed to this my channel, Mayegun's Diary Premium, please do, okay? And I'll keep appreciating you for that. So thank you. Now, going forward, I'll come back to it later. There is this man called Igbo Aja in Anogene, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. You need to help me, okay? So Anogene music crooner in Enugu. He was invited, this man on the left, he was invited to come and perform for the police anti-court squad, so to say, in Enugu. And he went on to perform for them. The story was that another squad or another member of the squad now said, no, he should perform for them too. As he was now setting up to kind of perform his organic music for them, this man in handcuff, right, opened fire on him and he shot him 8 times. 8 times. Initially, they said it was accidental discharge. No, it wasn't. It was murder. I wouldn't like to show you the video of, oh my God, some of you probably have seen the video of his bullet-riddled body, right? So the man got arrested, the police officer got arrested. To prove to us, because the youth protested in Enugu, it's a big stop in Enugu, so to say. So I'll show you before and after, all right? So who is this Igbo Aja guy? Please watch this. And then what happened after he was killed.
Okay, now I don't see.
People protesting, and they protest like a one who got Abuja, Abuja. Oh, you make it up. Oh, did I make it up? I need to protest.
Anti-cops, here we come. Come on. Oh boy. Angry crowd. What up, easy? Ndị ejigo tear gas na egbe. Nekwe ha ka na-abịa, a na-agbaka tear gas. Lee ha, a ka na-agbaka tear gas. Nekwe ha, ha ka na-agbaka tear gas na-agba egbe. Nekwe ha, ha na-agbakwa egbe na-agba tear gas na-abịa ebe a. Nekwe ha. See them. See, they are shooting at us. They are shooting at us. Enugu North Local Government Chairman is here. Yeah, they are still shooting. See, tear gas. They just shot tear gas at us. See. Peaceful protesters. They've been shooting at us. See. Look at them.
I mean, you know the Nigerian police, of course. Automatically, if you see people coming in larger numbers, then they panic. And in that process, they just believe that they should start shooting at them. But the situation was brought under control because a lot of people reacted. It was one of the killings that really got to so many people that they couldn't believe it. It was not like he had an encounter with the police or anything. No, he was there to perform for them. Accidental discharge. Okay, accidental discharge means you cock your gun to shoot. Why did you have to prepare your gun to ready to shoot? If you are in a party mood, so an artist is there performing the organic dance to you. It's Abuja. It's not a Abuja. It's Abuja. That's it's sort of a name. He's already done with the first part of the entertainment. They enjoyed themselves. Everybody was fine. Then he had to kind of move his stage to another part of probably the city or the station. Then setting up there, this man shot at him. He murdered him. That's not an accidental discharge. Accidental discharge means your gun just kind of got out of control. But you shot him 8 times. 8 times. That is not accidental. Look at his eyes. So the police, when police now saw that this one is like, if you cause riot in the whole of Enugu, I was going to lead to the breakdown of law and all that. They quickly arrested this man as the guy responsible. So he murdered him. That wasn't an accidental discharge. Accidental discharge probably would be like a shot. But this man was shot 8 times. You see all his body, man. Then if you actually see the way they kind of treated him like he's a criminal, they put him at the back of a pickup. They put him at the back of a pickup. And when you see when they were trying to bring him down, they took him to an hospital, right? Where he was already dead. Okay? But you would think it's one of Nigerian police now, when they shoot at criminals and they kill them, they pack them up in their pickup truck. That's how they left this man. I mean, how could that even happen? So this morning, the governor, the other politicians, they have been moving enough to impress the people that they have this under control, and they will make sure that justice is done, like, Nigerian way. Justice is done. In one of the meetings.
My mother and my father, my Abuja,
Only told you go to direct or whoever. I need another. I have to go with the person while you go and get to the police. I'm a lawyer. As early as 5:30, I know an anti-call. If you have a lawyer, I have to go.
But I chose a call with bro.
I have to go and sign a baby.
Thank you. I have to tell one.
I think I put on a kind of boy. Only don't get benefit time. Don't get benefit time. I met a boy and it was all going up. So I am my Diana. I'm sure the police are what I know. For the guys from insurance. Man, I used to know that I don't have you. Who know? So people, I get against it. I said, governor and local government. Police are not. I told you because I anyway, the need is time. So people are you. The guy went to I get a commissioner of police.
So his mother, they killed him. And fair enough, because his own guys were with him when that happened. It would have been a different story. They would probably have dumped his body somewhere and claimed that IPOB killed him. You know, Nigerian way. Their media would probably have carried it, but somehow this couldn't be twisted. It couldn't be, you know, the story couldn't be like changed. That they had to hurriedly display the image of the murderer, the police officer that shot and killed him. And I'm not even sure if this person looks like a police officer that killed him, because look at him. He's got beard. So Nigerian police don't they keep beard? Do they keep beard? Or is he anti-court guys who are also mostly courtists themselves? Killer squad. Because this one doesn't look like he's supposed to be a police officer. Eventually, he's a police officer who is keeping beard, right? Because I thought police officers don't keep beard in Nigeria, right? So they are why, I mean, it was so fast that normally they wouldn't even let us know the police officer's name or his face. But last night, they quickly released his image to douse the tension, and now the person will kill him with this, now the person will kill him with this. So this morning, they just showed us that he's in jail, he's been handcuffed, he's been arrested, and all that. And Nigeria is just a place that, honestly, I just believe that it's a place that is meant to just kill us. You know, yesterday's survivors, they are today's victims. Today's survivors, they are tomorrow's victims. We are all disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. Every day, all of us are collecting our share. Nigeria is happening to us every day. So if it hasn't happened to you, don't worry. If it hasn't happened to me, I shouldn't worry. My time will come too. As long as that contraption remains what it is. Turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. That's what it is. A disaster waiting to happen. We are disasters waiting to happen. Even when you stay away, a man who stayed away, who left Nigeria, spent about 22 or 23 years abroad. He traveled back to Nigeria. He got to Owerri, and he got kidnapped. The next thing they took, they collected ransom. They still killed him. A man who lived in Germany for years, returned back to Nigeria, started a farm in Oyo State too. You remember that man that they killed? In Oyo, the Fulani kidnapped him, they killed him, they collected ransom, and they still killed him. So we're all disaster waiting to happen, honestly. Nigeria no happen to me. Nigeria no happen to me. Amen. But Nigeria is happening to us every now and then. It's just that some of us will never live to tell the story. Some of us are alive today talking about our experience, how Nigeria this, how Nigeria that. You know, if you know what happened to me yesterday, my brother, if you see what happened to me last week, honestly, if I tell you what happened to me last night, you are alive to tell the story. Some are not that lucky. They are not. Like this Abuja guy, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He probably felt like the police are his friends. I mean, how else would you feel safe when you are entertaining police officers? They are meant to be your friends. They are meant to keep you safe. Then one of them just decided and cock his gun and shoot at you 8 times. Shoot to kill. They can't try to one twist and say, nah, accidental discharge. There's nothing called accidental discharge. If you cannot handle firearm, do not give the firearm to anyone who cannot handle firearm. If you are not trained to carry firearm, do not carry firearm because you can kill. That's not an accident. No, it's not an accident. They lured him into their midst and then they killed him. His family will never see him again. His children will never see him again. They thought he was just doing his own legit work. Legit work. Oh. Last week, one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released a video about the DSS, Dopemu Stupid Service, preventing him from seeing Mazi. And there is an alarm that maybe something has happened to him because the last time he saw him was in September. That's over a month ago. So why would they not let him see him? So DSS now said something later that, well, it was because that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers filed a case against the judge that is handling his case to recuse herself. So because it has not been resolved because of that case, that is why they don't think Nnamdi Kanu should see his lawyer. But somehow the guy who is representing his constituency in Abia visited him and uploaded a picture by telling us that, oh, it's fine, it's this, it's that, you know, because after seeing the video himself, he had to go and beg the Speaker of the House of Representatives to please facilitate his meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, which he obliged him, and DSS honored that sort of a clearance, and he met with Nnamdi Kanu, which he sent us these pictures, right? This is the guy. So he showed us that Mazi is fine, according to him. And then there is a family member of Nnamdi Kanu who also visited him, that went with him. And according to him, he said they are working to have a political solution, something like that. So he's been one of those politicians demanding for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu as well. Give that to him. But 2 days ago, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ejimakor, released a statement in detail, replying the DSS of why they denied him his legal counsel visiting him. Here is a clip from that.
Distinguished members of the media, this brief press encounter by the members of the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the media people concerns primarily what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court. Yesterday, because of the serial and consistent disobedience of the orders of Justice Binta Montere Nyako regarding the council visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Federal High Court Registrar issued Form 49. Form 49 is a notice issuing to the defaulter, to the contemnor, the person in contempt of court, the person disobeying the order, to come to court and show cause why he should not be committed to prison for disobedience of court order. This happened yesterday, and I shall release the transcript to the media after this press conference. Now, the idea we got, it is very self-evident that the DSS, the DG of the DSS, Mr. Adeola Oluwatoshi Ajayi, is not acting in vacuum. He's acting on the authority of an advice, legal advice rendered to him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and their private lawyer, Ashewaju Adiboyega Awomolo, SAN. Legal advice is this, that by virtue of the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, all the orders she made in relation to that case are now null and void. They actually took a step by filing a court process at the Court of Appeal stating the same thing, that all the orders issuing from Justice Binta Nyako are now null and void. Evidently, that legal advice has not been retracted, and that is why the new DG of DSS, Mr. Ajayi, is refusing us, lawyers Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from having any visitation whatsoever with him as ordered by the court. You will recall that Justice Binta Nyako ordered that counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the legal team, should be given a 3-day visitation regimen every week, which are supposed to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But since 27 September, and pursuant or after the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako, DSS has consistently refused us entrance into the facility to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in fact, on 23rd, which was on Wednesday, we were barricaded. We were stopped at the very first gate of DSS from even going inside. This is a travesty of justice. When you disobey the order of court, no court should take it lying low. And this was why the Registrar of the Federal High Court issued that notice to Mr. Ajayi yesterday. Now, let me say this. When they filed this legal process in court, seeking to nullify all the orders issuing for Justice Binta Nyako, we did not go to sleep. We also filed a counter process in response, stating to the court that if in fact the orders issued by Justice Nyako are now null and void, then that must include, as a matter of logic, it must include the very order she issued, which was the first one that led to the remand and detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if the government is now arguing that the order of visitation is no longer valid by virtue of that recusal, then the order of detention shall also not be valid. This is our argument. So we use this opportunity to make the point that this continuing misconduct by the DSS, which is unconstitutional, is the number one thing that is complicating the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they so much desire. Pray, how can you try a man? How can you subject a man to trial for capital offenses when you do not allow his lawyers to see him? This is why we're opposed to trial. But they make it look like we are unwilling to stand trial. No, we are not. We are willing, but the constitutional considerations or constitutional conditions, requirements before a trial can ensue must be present. And the most important one, and which is overriding, is our client's right to fair trial. You cannot have fair trial in the absence of lawyers having access to the defendant to prepare him for trial. So this notice that was issued yesterday has become the climax of this serial contempt of orders of court by the DSS. And we don't think And we never expected that the new director, a well-educated man like Mr. Ajayi, which I understand to be a lawyer, should inherit the whatever bad legacy that was left at that DSS by the predecessor, by the departing DG, Bichi. So we expected him to act better and to act within the confines of the law. So this is why
the lawless country would never act better or act within the confines of the law. That is too much asks, so to say. So I just thought I should remind them of that. So the Dokwemu Stupid Service is playing the same card that is being dealt them from the Office of the Attorney General of Nigeria. It is all within the old place. And I'll keep reminding you, if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu in that place, Tinubu should be held responsible for it. It is no longer Bukwari, it is now Tinubu's responsibility. All right? So they are the ones, because he has to keep him there so as to placate those who wanted to keep him as a trophy. In other words, as well, those who are cashing out for keeping him, making so much money from keeping him, they would want to probably keep him forever, but they can't keep him forever. Yeah. So that's from that. Peter Obi was on his thank you tour. He called it thank you tour. He was in Liverpool the other day. Now he's in the US, in America. He was in California. I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday. No, I think it was yesterday. Then he was in Georgia. Same yesterday, I believe. 2 days ago and yesterday. Doesn't matter. So from California's California meeting, it will be and the obedient in America.
Most sincerely, I apologize to you that we started late because of him. But it's not you that, so let me take it out first. First, let me start by number one, gratitude to Almighty God that made it possible for all of us to be here. Number two, gratitude to those of you who put this together. And gratitude to those of you who, of course, been busy solving part of this to Nigerians too. Because sometimes you are still come out and say, okay, let's just go and do what this is about. Yeah, again. So I think it is not easy to listen to that of story Pastor started with. We are only to be there. I met somebody today who told me that since he was born, I never had anything to do that. He was born 90 something. Every day he wants to go to the get back so that he doesn't think he will ever get back. And I said, well, he will get back. Finally, that shows that he went to the election. I've only one pose of comment. So I appreciate you. Appreciate your effort. We politicians are fond of never going back, either we win or lose. To say thank you for supporting us. It is very good. But I have to say, no, we'll come back and say thank you. Because without you, whatever they were able to achieve, would have been possible. It was you. It can also be reversed. Because Nigeria has what can make it reverse. I see it every day. I feel it every day. It's the same. People can tell me anything. Africa as a whole have far more potential than anywhere in the surface of the earth. The only thing they require is leadership. Entire Africa. Nigeria in particular have what it takes to become what it used to be. I was telling the young man I was traveling today with, I said, soon after the formation of BRICS, when the BRICS was formed, soon after the formation of BRICS, within the first 5 years, an economist thought about the mint nations. He said they were soon for the BRICS. And that mint nation were Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. People don't even know the such a thing existed. And they were at this apart. Today, the other countries have become high in measurements of development. They're still low. And we're now going to do all sorts of things and everything. Nigeria started well, with all the good intentions. Today we're talking about fuel scarcity, fuel costing too much, not having a refinery not working. Nigeria built its first refinery within 6 years of discovering oil. Go and check, most nations didn't do that. Countries like Vietnam and everything just built the refineries 2 years ago. Ours we started that. We're talking about power. The first time Nigeria borrowed money as a country was by Tafa in the early 60s. World Bank, go and read the World Bank report, it's there. He borrowed money to build the Kanji Dam. Kanji Dam is still there. Go and read the World Bank report. It says this is the country of the future. Most sincerely, I apologize to you that we started late because
He was in Georgia too. And this is what happened there.
let me borrow our kind word of chairman of the association and chairman of the 2022 occasion, chairman today, and organizers. Let me very respectfully stand up all protocols, very respectfully and duly observed. I know for the organizers, I must thank you especially. You've been working so hard, everything. And since today, when I arrived at Atlanta, it's one event after the other. I was a little surprised that some people are still with this sort of people here today, because I thought maybe by the time we finish all those meetings, we won't be able to see anybody in the hall again. So I was surprised. And when somebody said to me, oh, they are still coming, I said, no, let's start. And last night in LA, when we finished, some people were still coming. I said to them, no problem, I'm still here and everything. So let's start. My purpose of coming here today is very, very simple. And it's just to sincerely say thank you to those that organized our event in 2022 and those who were there, those who attended. It is rare for us politicians, when we are campaigning, to go back and say thank you after we have won or lost the election. I just came to say thank you. Nothing else.
He was there to say thank you. He's on a thank you tour, where he said other things too, by the way. Right. So we are rounding it up this evening. I came across the testimony of Doyin Okwigbe, the man that was once the darling of the obedient until he unraveled, and they now called him a mole within their midst. And finally, he's going back to where he belongs. He was giving a testimony of how he sheathed death. Yeah, he had the cancer. God cured him, not the doctors. Because prostate cancer kills men a lot, but he got cured by God, and all the glory goes to that God.
And if you looked at it properly, each stripe he had led to bloodshed. So it was the blood that was shed by his stripes that heals us. You are the Lord that heals me. You are the Lord, my healer. You sent your word and it healed my disease. You are the Lord. Finally, let me tell you. There's nothing on this earth, not even death, that can shake my heart about the veracity and efficacy of the name and the blood of Jesus. Nothing. Not even the threat of death. Nothing. By the way, let me tell you, this is my second cancer. I had cancer of the prostate, a major male killer